Welcome to Funk's Boxing Channel. Today I want to talk to you about an idea I had the last 2 years I boxed. It was a very simple idea, but here it goes. If you want to be a really good student of boxing, it probably wouldn't hurt to take notes. So that's what I did. Got myself a duotang, put some line paper in it, and I would occasionally take some notes. I didn't fill it up with a bunch of junk. I saved it for the gold. And when I put something in here, I tried to make it really clear and really concise, because I didn't want to have a phone book full of notes, and I didn't want the gold to get lost. Now, I'd been boxing for a really long time, so I wasn't in danger of making a note that says, keep your hands up, because that's something you really need to remember. And if you'd been boxing for as long as I had at that point, you probably weren't still boxing if you didn't know how to keep your hands up. So that's one I would probably not bother making a note of, because I would just try to really remember that all of the time, working on the bag, shadow boxing. But other things like more complicated ploys, which is mostly what's in here, because I was lucky enough at that point where I had the opportunity to start getting coached by a really big hero of mine, Tony Pep, who was a former professional world champion. He had a really good resume. I was very impressed with him, watching him box from even before I started boxing. So he was kind of a hero of mine. So when he began teaching me about some of the ploys that professionals use to make openings for themselves without wasting a lot of energy, and hopefully create situations where you're making the opponent make mistakes and you're able to capitalize on them, it's really handy stuff when you're trying to get good at boxing. So I'm really thankful for this book. I've never let anybody see it. Maybe not all of it. I'll show them parts of it if I'm teaching them something. But yeah, there's only like 10 pages, one side, double spaced. Not a lot of information here, but all of it's gold, and I'm really thankful for it. And for every different ploy there is in boxing, it's kind of hard to remember every single one. It adds up to thousands and thousands of moves after a while. If you have one that you like, it could get lost after a while as you practice more and more things. So yeah, it's not a bad idea. So if you want to be a good student of boxing, it's not a bad idea to just get a book and start making notes once in a while. Now, more lately, I have a new book. I don't box anymore, but I've been running lately, so I read my running times and my early morning resting heart rate and a few other things. I'm still working on it, but yeah, there's all kinds of things you can do with these notebooks. Maybe you'll think of some better ones than me even. So I hope that helps. I hope you enjoy boxing, and I hope you get a notebook, and I hope you become a really awesome student of boxing. Thanks for listening.